The field of Republican candidates in Iowa's 4th Congressional District race is smaller tonight. State Representative Matt Windschitl of Missouri Valley announced the suspension of his congressional campaign in an email to supporters just this afternoon. He also endorsed fellow Republican candidate Chris McGowan. Windschitl wrote in that email, quote, "This was not an easy decision. I entered this race to offer strong conservative leadership rooted in service, honesty, and hard work. With recent developments in the race, it became clear that continuing would not be best served or shared goals or people for the 4th Congressional District." Now, Windschitl's departure leaves 3 Republicans in that primary field. There's Siouxland Chamber of Commerce President Chris McGowan, who's been endorsed by President Trump, along with farmer Christian Schlafer and businessman Ryan Rhodes. Now, they're vying for that seat held by Congressman Randy Feenstra of Hull. Feenstra is running for governor and is not running for re-election to Congress. There are also 3 Democrats seeking their party's nomination for the seat: Stephanie Steiner of Sutherland, Ashley Wolf Tornabane of Storm Lake, and Dave Dawson of Lawton. Primary elections for both parties are set for June 2nd.